Technology and digital are no longer catchphrases for MSMEs. Forced by the hand of pandemic, they've had no choice but to work remotely to interact with their customers as well as market their business digitally. And many of them have gone digital for the very first time. Today, we have a very interesting conversation on how technology can meet the evolving needs of MSMEs to not only survive but thrive in this post pandemic changing world. Today, there is a special focus on marketing. Welcome to Dell Technologies Present the Challengers MSME Summit, inviting my guest and expert Ritu Gupta, Director Marketing at Dell India. Ritu, hi. We've heard some interesting insights from our previous experts on the role of technology. I wanted to get in your thoughts on what is happening on the ground. To what extent are small and medium business enterprises adopting a digital first approach now?
To answer your question, how are they adapting to digital? I think broadly, if you see around us, it's very clear that some key trends are emerging, which is that more and more businesses are moving online, and that is to make sure that they are being able to unlock new markets, they're being able to reach out to newer set of customers, they're being able to drive better engagement, serve their customers better. And as per one study and report that was published, digitally engaged SMBs are known to grow twice in comparison to their offline counterparts. So it's very evident that a lot more businesses have gone online and will continue to go online. The other space that we see is that with all of that, digitization happening, automation is going to be super crucial. Resources are limited, and SMB owners know that very well at their end. And the smartest way to get certain tasks done is probably through automation. And what will that do is it's going to help them improve their experience, the customer experience that they're delivering, and that's their number one priority, is going to help them deliver a better customer experience. For example, what we see as a very prevalent trend within this space is the use of chatbots, because for a lot of businesses they are actually leveraging chatbots for attending to customer queries instantly, and that allows them to cater to their customers in a faster and a more efficient manner. So automation is becoming very crucial, and that's how a lot of businesses are also adopting to these digital trends. The third one that we're talking about is businesses are adjusting to talking about where their customers are. What I mean by that is, if you look at the country demographics, a lot of our population is the young millennials, and we know that that is where the highest disposable income would be, and a lot of businesses are now addressing and talking to that audience. And guess where is that audience found? Where are they available to be engaged? Where can conversations happen with them? Where can businesses build a relationship with them? And that is all in the space of social media or mobile marketing. So that's another trend that we see. If you just look at any social media platform, a lot of businesses are using that platform now to reach out to their key audiences.
We'll come to social media in just a bit. I have a few questions, but before that, on this, the millennial customers, how do you go about building customer loyalty, ensuring retention? What are the digital solutions, one should adopt to do that?
Again, this is a place where technology comes in, because they will have to leverage new technology to enhance this buyer experience and to continue maintaining that relationship post the purchase, and that post purchase experience that we talk about. um, Whether it's about pre-purchase engagement or even a post-purchase, technology is becoming and will become even more important and crucial. And at the center of all of this is going to be data, because data is a key enabler in customer engagement. More than ever, with the help of data, businesses can leverage data to understand their consumers' behavior. They can understand, how they can drive customized or personalized marketing initiatives for them. They will know how they are able to cater to their customers better, and the feedback and everything, that entire engagement that happens. But crucial again for that data to be able to be leveraged, in the right manner, they will have to look at, a very well designed, I would say, a data management strategy in a way that the business intelligence or business analytics can actually help them measure that customer value and constantly help them improve their offerings, their services, thereby improving their rate of investment or the rate of engagement that they are, or the return on engagement that they're going to be looking for. So I would say, if I really have to sum this up, I would say that they have to take note of the technologies that are available or that are posed as the technologies of the future, and invest selectively, invest accordingly to stay competitive. I don't think there is any other option except to be very adaptive in this what is otherwise a very changing environment. So that's what I would say. That's what my advice would be.
So, Ritu, let's move on then to social media. Now, social media, as we all know, is needed to understand the pulse of the consumer. But it's also fairly complex. And so, how does an MSME go about developing an effective social media strategy? And more importantly, how do they measure the ROI on this strategy?
There is no doubt that social media is right in the center of all of our lives. For any business, and SMEs particularly, I think that as they start building through their social media marketing strategy, a couple of things that they need to keep in mind. And I'm going to start with some very basics in this space is, and because that's very important and links back to the question that you asked as to how do they measure the ROI on that one. So I think first and foremost, what's very important for businesses to know before they start working through a very evolved and a very in-depth social strategy is what is their short and long-term business goal, and what and how do they expect social media to help them meet those goals. So that's going to be first and foremost. Second one is going to be what's the kind of message that they want to put out there. We all know that anything which is authentic, anything which is more value driven, anything which adds value back to the customer, that's a place where uh, customers will engage more naturally and more in depth. So what's the kind of messaging that the businesses would want to drive in that space, and that will determine how they can engage with their audience. Whether it's about just an engagement per se, or it's about creating that relevant content which is adding value back to their audience. What's that quality of engagement that they would expect to drive, and then what channels are they using, right?
Ritu, thank you very much for your thoughts as well as insights and giving us your time today.
Thank you. Thank you, Rima. It was lovely talking to you. And thank you for covering this entire discussion with us. I think SMBs is the pulse of the nation. We as a country are very, very, proud of the SMBs that we have, and they will really drive a whole lot of impetus into the economy. And thank you for having that conversation.